Hey guys, how's it going? Eminem Gaming here, and today we're back with another video, and this is actually my second video of the day, so go check my last one out. It's about No Man's Sky. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts, all that good stuff. But after I'd literally just done my No Man's Sky video, I come on Twitter and it's absolutely blowing up with this great news. Now I know I'm a PlayStation centric sort of channel, I talk about the PlayStation news, but I think this could definitely, be interesting to talk about Sony as well, but also to give a big props and shout out to Nintendo. So, as you can see by the title, they are bringing back the NES, the bloody hell's that? The NES Mini Classic, brought back with 30 built-in games, and there's some good games on that list, I will say so. So, I'm going to read this for you guys, and this is from TheVerge.com, so go check them out, all that good stuff. It says, Nintendo is releasing a miniature NES with 30 built-in games. Launches in November for $59.99. Now, I did the math. It's around about £45 UK, meaning we're going to pay 50 because, conversion rates over here are weird, I'm saying, after that Brexit sort of thing. It's going to be more, what I'm saying. But, let's get into this, guys. Nintendo is bringing back the NES, only a little smaller. Today, the company announced what it's calling the Nintendo Entertainment System NES Classic Edition. It looks just like an NES, only a lot tinier. It comes with 30 games built in. You can connect it to your TV via HDMI cable, and it also includes a controller designed to work just like the iconic rectangular NES gamepad. Brackets. The new controller will also connect to a Wii remote so that you can use it to play virtual console games on a Wii or Wii U. In addition to the HDMI support and a lack of cartridges, the new mini console also features one useful modern convenience: multiple suspended points, so that you won't have to fumble around with the passwords when you start playing a game again. The NES Classic Edition will be available on November 11th for $59.99. Here's the list of games that it comes with. Now, bear in mind, I was very young. When I don't even know if I was born when this thing came out. So I'm getting it day one. I haven't played all these games, but I've heard some great things about them. So yeah, I'm over the moon, guys. Balloon Fight, Bubble, never heard of that game before. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dragon 2: The Revenge, Dr. Mario, Excite Bike, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing any of these, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Kirby's Adventure, Mario Bros, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man, Punch-Out featuring Mr. Dream, Star Topics, Super C, Super Mario Bros 1, 2 and 3, Tecmo Bowl, The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. My god, is that a good list of games? What I'm saying? Like, some of them I have never played, some of them I ain't even heard of. If I'm gonna take whatever. But what a fantastic list. I cannot wait to play, obviously, Donkey Kong, Zelda, Mario. Cannot wait. I'd buy them just for those games, you know what I'm saying? Metroid's gonna be great. Ninja Gaiden, I'm gonna die a lot and I probably won't beat it, but I'll definitely try that. Yeah, but just a ton of great games on there, guys. Now, I wanted to talk about this because I wanted to talk about Nintendo in general. This is a great bit of news, but if this was the only good bit of news, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? No, they're bringing back the NES. Why do I keep calling it the NAS? Do you know what I mean? The NES. They're bringing that back. And that's great bit of news. I think we can all agree. Great price point, great games. Great time to release, just before the holiday. I think this is going to sell gangbusters. You may think there's going to be retro gamers who are like, you know what? I'm going to buy this for my kids, because you can't, some of these games are probably like $100 or something, if not more, because they're so rare, the cartridges. So these games, you can introduce your kids. It's going to bring that nostalgia back. There's going to be new people who may have heard of these games, may have, be a huge Nintendo fan but wasn't really born around the time of these games, who get to play them again. That's fantastic. That is awesome. For everyone, I feel, involved, and I honestly think this is going to sell gangbusters. I really do. I think it's going to sell incredible. I think it's coming out at a great time. Hopefully it has and I think it does, because it said about the Wii remote sort of thing. Hopefully it works with the NX, whether it be digitally through the internet or you plug it in, whatever it may be. Hopefully it works with the NX. Nintendo's pretty good with that. I will say that, with like backwards compatibility, they're pretty good with that, and they make sure that their controllers, tablets, pro controllers, whatever, actually work on the thing. So you may think, Matt, why are you bringing this up? Well, I think that Nintendo, and I think rightfully so, they've done some pretty, with the YouTuber sort of thing, they've done some pretty semi-shady sort of things, flagging a lot of videos, taking every bit of, money and, all that sort of stuff from, gamers who are putting up their Nintendo content. They get their videos flagged, or most of their money get taken if they partner with Nintendo. So there's been some pretty, I guess, shady stuff that's gone on with that. And I think even they know it. I think they've had a big outlash from it, and I think gamers stood up to that. The Wii U definitely had its problems, and they've well been announced, people do know. But I think Nintendo's coming back stronger. And this gives me hope for the NX, because you talk to anyone about the NX, or most people, and they're very negative on it. There's a few bad memories from maybe the Wii U or the last couple of Nintendo systems, and that's rightfully so. I'm not having a go, but there's a lot of negativity around the whole thing. My hope is that with Pokemon Go coming out and selling, I don't even know. It's like making nearly $4 million a day. You know what I mean? Now Nintendo, because of the way the App Store works, doesn't make every bit of money from that. But let me tell you, they're making enough. Nintendo aren't hard up off Pokemon Go. Absolutely insane, incredible for Nintendo, very successful. And now this, a cheap console, targeted probably more at the retro gamers, at a great price with great games. I think this is the start of Nintendo sort of understanding their fan base, understanding their fan base, giving their fan base what they want. And that is great, because Nintendo, when Nintendo do well now, I know there's like this on the internet fake sort of console war going on, but in my opinion, I think Sony are doing great. I honestly do. I honestly think they're doing really, really well. They've got great games coming out, more of an adult sort of audience. But I feel that with Nintendo coming in, I think because they have won generations before, and they've won them convincingly, I feel, unlike Microsoft, they offer something completely different to the PlayStation brand, which to me as a gamer excites me, because, the Xbox isn't bad. The PlayStation, I love the PlayStation, but the Xbox is kind of like very similar. Most of the games are the same. Nintendo don't have that problem, I can guarantee you that. They're very different. That excites me as a gamer, that I've got this PlayStation 4 for the, the multiplats and the great exclusive that's got, and then I've got Nintendo for their exclusives. That excites me, to be honest, as a gamer. My hopes is that the NX comes out. Now, it's going to have probably, maybe some stuff for the younger audience. That's their audience, and that's completely fine. But my hope is that they come out and have an absolutely awesome controller, very similar to the DualShock, or the Xbox One controller, or the Pro controller from Nintendo for the Wii U. That's great. Make that mandatory. Make that, support the Wii U gamepad, support the Wii remotes or whatever, support the NES controller, but make sure you have a proper controller in the box. Some sort of trophy / achievement system. I know I'm a little bit of a trophy whore, I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I think maybe if they had an achievement system, accolades, whatever it is, that'd be really good for me. You know, getting all the knickknacks and all that sort of stuff in the game, you know, trying to get my, you know, level up, you know what I'm saying, that'd be really cool. But yeah, this gives me a lot of hope, you know, with a lot of negativity coming off the back of, you know, not the most successful consoles in the Wii U, a lot of negativity on the back of that. I'm hoping from the moves they're doing, and again, it's only 2 moves, 2 superb moves, 2 great moves, but 2 moves, you know what I'm saying? But I feel this could be like how Sony come out, you know, after the PS3 and said, look, we put our hands up, we made a mistake, we understand what we did, and we're coming out and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. I hope that's the case. Again, I could be very wrong, and it could be like a goddamn frisbee or something that you're playing on, you know what I'm saying? You know, it could be anything. I think virtual reality would be cool if they can get that on the NX, because Nintendo, they're really good at sort of, you know, putting that into their systems, you know. And I don't want to say it like mean, because I'm really excited for VR. I went on about it last video. I've put about 10 videos about it on my channel. I think it's, you know, that sort of gimmicky sort of stuff, you know, that sort of stuff Nintendo are the king of, you know, well, these sort of gimmicky sort of things. They're really good at them, and I think that they could put, you know, some sort of Mario game, or, you know, Mario Kart. Imagine Mario Kart, sort of how they're doing with Gran Turismo, in VR. That'd be great. But I'm rambling, guys. I think this is great for, if you're a PlayStation fan, I think this is great for Sony. Obviously, they've got a huge lead over the Xbox. 20 million. Xbox never won a generation. Xbox doesn't have a ton of, like, sort of, you know, a fan base really outside the UK and the US. I feel that Nintendo, if, and it's a big if, could come back and could knock out the park with the NX, I think they could be a real threat to Sony. And as me as a gamer, that is what makes me happy, because the NX, you know, will be selling well. It'll be going face to face with the PlayStation, and, you know, it would mean Sony have to go harder, you know, getting in the third-party exclusives and the timed exclusives, and you know, their first party's got to work harder, their second party's got to work harder. Same with Nintendo, they have to put out these great exclusives to keep the momentum of the system. So for us as gamers, we win with if Nintendo come back. And yeah, I'm really excited, guys. I think I'm hoping, I can't guarantee this, but I'm hoping Nintendo has learned from their mistakes, and that, you know, sort of, you know, we get a great system in the NX. But let me know, guys, again, rambling on, I do apologize. Let me know down below, will you be getting the NX? Will you be getting this, the NES for about £50, £45, with the 30 games? Is there any games on there that you really recommend? For myself, you know, a little bit of a noob, you know what I mean? Is there any games that I kind of like, oh, what the bloody hell's that? And it's really good. Let me know down below what you'd recommend from that list, if you're a sort of a retro sort of gamer. But as always, guys, this has been M&M Gaming. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys in a new video.